leaders to return. And I think they help to provoke this. I would not know if it's a wrong, but one thing that I was not able to accomplish that I wanted to accomplish was after the war, the Liberians people elected me, and in fact, the Liberian people elected me to unite the country. I was not able to get some of the other factional leaders to return to Liberia. I was not able to get one or two of the political leaders to return, and I think they helped to provoke the situation. I was able to do a whole lot. Strangely, the LPC, these were all warring factions, and all of the other warring factions, I was able to bring them into government. In fact, most during the war were the combatants of the warring factions that fought against me. So I accomplished bringing them together. I accomplished making sure that the issue of tribalism went away in Liberia. But I mean, to a great extent, I think most Liberians now, if you went to Liberia and took a poll, they would say Mr. Taylor did his best.
Any other regrets?
The second regret is that I was never able to get the United States to understand me. I was never able to get them to work with me, which is so essential for Liberia. No president of Liberia, no president can make it successfully unless he is online with Washington. Now, I'm not the type of guy that you can pick up a telephone and command. I don't take that. I didn't take that from Washington. Then, even if I were elected president, I would not take it. I'm not that kind. I'm not a coward. But I do believe that a good working relationship is essential for any president of Liberia, or that president will fail.
The country that my neighboring last, and I was elected duty as a senator, you gave me confirmation power. But I'm coerced to confirm people. So with people who say that the vice president and myself will not work together, I think the vice president doesn't want to work with me. I want to say clearly to the public so they can understand. We have been subjected like a bare ball, and I asked Samuel Kuga not going to accept that. Once I was elected as a senator of the country, I must be given the opportunity to recommend my citizen. It is my fiduciary responsibility. I can't sit now, a group of citizens crying on me for job. Then one individual supersedes everything he does, the country work, he does the nation work. Then who am I? If a vice president goes to the president and says, well, Nima Kandi and my country live with me, out of courtesy, teamwork, he will listen to him. But in my mind, the vice president should reciprocate. He and more that he can go to the vice president or the president to say that anything that has to do, please refer to me. Equally so. When we make recommendations, it should be accepted as a legislator of the country. Then show good faith. But you cannot be the only one that will take the shot. Then we live on a wayward. No, I don't think that's the proper way for us to go. And ask Samuel Kuga will not accept it. I can tell you for free. Where the period of the time that the Liverpool elected me for, the time elapsed, and they want to take their job, fine. But if the Liverpool know that I'm somebody who is a straight talker, and they know that I can defend them, fine. I don't think that is the way we're supposed to go. We need to respect each other in this country. Politics should not be because I got the upper hand, so therefore I can suppress anybody. No, for me, I'm a water. When you tie me on the other side, I can bust another way to make way for me to live. And what I'm saying here is what's happening. It's not secret. The vice president is listening to people that, oh, that man, pretty soon he will be vice president running me to somebody. So he believes in it. Maybe he want to elevate me. My disappointment is, number one, now the vice president often tell me, since he got a seat as vice president, how many persons have I recommended in this government to serve in the government as presidential appointee? 0. Every appointment in Nima Kandi was done by him. He and I would discuss something as a brother. To implement it, you will bypass me and do different things. I better keep it. I don't talk on it. Look at what happened in district number 5. If my brother sincerely want to work with me, he's not listening to gossip. And we're working in harmony with respect to each other. You don't think he's supposed to call me and say, my man, the election here. Why you're thinking? Because you are the one over there. Anybody like rebel man, I will declare support for that person. It's a dumb deal for me to knock my chest in the district and say, we're carrying the person. And the vice president said, no objection. The senator who came from there, the senator of the country said that the person, one a party mandate will support the person. But on the contrary, that we agree on something, you deviated from it. If I had gone already to challenge that I will support Agosi Mekwa by all means, or I will support Bori Badia by all means, openly declare, and he's supporting Koto, how the world will look at us. So as an elderly person, I decided to waive everything and say I will not do it. I will be neutral. My neutrality was based on endurance, but I will fight and fear disgrace in my own district. He doesn't want to lead the neck of Nima County. When you are elected as a senator, it is a full responsibility to take charge of the country. Not vice president, not president. Do you guys want me to sit so permanently and be happy when this such a thing is going on? Then what made me senator? Even the party that the old man left for all, may his soul rest in peace. I'm looking there like an ostracized person. You want to dignify me. You want to tell me I'm not organized? Why you think that Limapo elected me as a senator? And that respect is not given to me. We should respect each other. Whosoever attempting to intimidate me with voodoo, with sound of intimidation to say we'll bring somebody to do the Liberian way, they say that vla. I will die natural death. Nobody will kill me. Because when you came in, I beat you and you will be cursed. The curse will forever remain on your head, and blood stain will remain on your hair, and you will not survive easily. You will end up with disgrace. How can you think, or why would you even think to take away somebody's life? For what? Then the police will look up to, you report their case to, they don't take record on the individual. Can you imagine? So if I were to die, like, yeah, Share, nobody will talk about it. Say, oh, but I remember, say, what I sugar, that why you die for? Is that what the all gonna sickness or disease on me?
Yeah, we need peace. We need unity. Equal rights and justice in Africa. Yeah. Not don't get rocky, high hand. Show clear high and love to your fellow man. They can't be you. Now the African mentality can't be you. They can't be me. Now they just kidding on every day. Can't be us. They can't be you. When I so say and I so say listen, every day I see plenty people suffering. Then I see the small enjoying. Then they acting and they lucky. You look at the South African mentality. Destructive jealousy, hatred, envy. Wetty black hard, a desperate society. From the only day to present day, everybody still using that same old mentality. When you not know me, I know you. You're not part of my crew, you do me, I do you. The only way that you can make it through, you either join my crew, then you face me, I face you. Or in the churches, the African mentality. The horses, the bosses, who crying for now we can wait. People crying, talking silly, yeah, let's stop it. All the people on the side talking, no way, we like it. Talk about wet boy, hey, show. Talk about hey, God, if we can't talk.
Be myself and I.
Now the African mentality.
Be myself and I.
Got it, taking on every day.
Be myself and I,
They try to jealousy and envy.
Be myself and I,
Google right for now. It can't be me, then it can't be you. Everybody what I said I play one more by. It can't be you, then it can't be me. You know, yeah, I was swinging to a Dubai. It can't be us, then it can't be you. You know, power, you shining to buy. I so sick, then I so sick.
Everybody wanted what I said. Nobody want help, nobody. Everybody fighting for I said. Yeah, from one person to one family, one gratitude from the same community. Yeah, now the African mentality. More is affecting the society. There's no more competency. You didn't lie, check every ministry. Yeah, for work to get salary. Yeah, the African mentality. Every student to get scholarship, that I see old mentality. They say all for one for all, for one man, one take all, and carry to a hall. No one know why the rich getting richer. Every day why the poor people they suffer. And why the essence of justice, security when my people on a hostage. Opposition say they want to demonstrate. As soon as my trap see them cutting a big pay.
Be myself and I, gotta be myself and I, be myself and I, be myself and I.
Right for now, it can't be me, then it can't be you. And everybody what I said I play one for more by. It can't be you, then it can't be me. You know, yeah, I was swinging to a Dubai. It can't be us, then it can't be you. You know, power, you know, this year what you buy. And I so sick, then I so sick. Listen, right for now, we get away. We change our mind, attitude, and live happy in the one place. Everybody that the government is stealing to your heart. You put him off on the president. Look out to just everybody must me. No more fighting, but there people that come in. Baby, that point today, calculate the rich plan, people in the put to in the city. You I want to know. Who you're not inside, you're not know. What they want, I'm in the anya way of finishing everything. You're just say we not know. I call them back in more shadow. My new bottle, my people, your hello. This time, no more tea different me. See, baby, you want she can bless. Be myself and I. So say I. Do I now? Too much shine, I got you.
T-Bone Studio.
My people, where you at? Wake up from your slumber, stop sleeping.
And so, yes,
Whip your hands, come on.
that's a pleasant welcome to a fresh, brand new week. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and wherever you are following me from, wherever you are watching me from, whatever means you are using to watch me or to get me, to those who criticize, our critics, our followers here on the platform,
We tire with the promises.
welcome. This is Freedom Hard Talk here on Freedom FM 87.9.
Indeed, and now you need to deceive us. The thing we saw, it frustrated. Where you at? Wake up from your slumber, stop sleeping. Whip your hands, come on.
This is the same voice.
Okay, let's go.
My name is Junkies Morris, and I'm here to drive you through tonight to bring you fascinating information, news, and education on this platform. Freedom Hard Talk, here on Freedom FM 87.9. I'll take a quick break to take word from our sponsor on this platform, and when I'm back, we jump strictly into our talking points tonight. I will cover the Ministry of Lands, Mines and Energy, particularly the former head of that ministry, the former minister, Honorable Wilmot P., former Unity Party Secretary General and former chairman of the Unity Party.
Where you at? Where you at? Wake up from your slumber. Stop sleeping.
As he breaks silence on Liberia's mineral wealth.
Okay, let's go.
And since he was presiding over the Landsman's Energy Ministry that presides over our mineral resources, I think it would be prudent that we dig deep into that tonight. Because the former Landsman's Energy Minister, Honorable Wilmot Pay, has uncovered or disclosed to Liberians that Liberia has $1.7 trillion USD, $1.7 trillion
The thing we saw, it frustrates us. So what is
deposit of mineral wealth, United States dollar, $1.7 trillion.
See, we just tell you. Where you at? Where you at? Wake up from your slumber. Stop sleeping.
The former minister also cautioned that such resources and available finances attached to it can transform the entire Liberia. So as the former minister of Landsman's Energy, I think he has that authority. So we'll look into that and maybe try to get him. But if we can't get him, we'll look into that. Then we have an expansion on this topic. 32 Carol Damo, it disappeared, then it resurfaced again. It disappeared, then it resurfaced. We'll look into that.
We tired with their lies. We tired with their promises that led us to all our damages.
Other trending issues to include the surprise visitation of Honorable Musa Hassan Bedete, the political leader of the CMC, to his former political party, the Liberia, that's the Liberty Party, GAS LP. How politics brings about strange bedfellows. How politics creates friendship and enemies. How politics allow alignments and realignments. I'll be back shortly when I take my break from our sponsor, Crown Stopper Liberia.
The people fool us, the people lie to us. The government.
It's about musical. There are crimes in many places. In every community, you can see. So if you see crime, report it. Don't tell law in your hand for the right authority. That they can't take care of it. Crime Stopper here for us. Bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor. If you see a you must talk it. And I mean you cheche. Do well for your safety. If you see a don't keep it. You must call to report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia. From the center to interior, Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Sion.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, From the center to interior, Crime Stopper. Keeping us safe, let's stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper. The people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper. Stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper. Crime Stopper Liberia. From the center to interior, Crime Stopper. Keeping us safe, let's stopping crimes for all of us.
That's Crime Stopper Liberia. Thanks there to our sponsor on this show, Freedom Hard Talk, here on Freedom FM 87.9 tonight. Today is the first day of June. To everyone following this platform, I want to say welcome and thanks for following. Those that are following via our live stream, I want to say you are welcome and thanks for following. Keep following, share the live video, because tonight there are intriguing national issues to be discussed. And all of us, we have to have our say, because it's about our nation's resources and how it should be equally distributed amongst us for all of us to be satisfied. So tonight's program will actually focus on these revelations that are coming out, particularly from authorities, people responsible to provide the actual data, the scientific data. They are the people speaking. So it is important that we dig deep into these issues and uncover what have been hidden for a very long period of time. Basically, I will quickly take our followers here via our live stream. Then we get back to our talking points. All of you that are following us via the radio and whatever means you are using, welcome to you, Henry DeShield. All of the guys following here in Liberia and the diaspora, welcome. Our critics, welcome. Hussein Kew, welcome. Boo. So, recognizing our Facebook followers and people watching and following us via our YouTube channel, and you can also log into our online radio and follow us there. Tonight I'm here alone. Junkies Morris is here. Austin Kawa hopefully will be here on tomorrow. In the interval he will be in and out. Man Watability is following. Dube Jipla is following. Honorable Papi Success Keita is also following. Lexus Moba is following. Clarence Obenchi Due is following. It says, good evening, Teacher Light. I'm Clarence Obenchi Due watching from Cinco. No, this is Junkies Morris with no other name. Of teacher. No, this is not Teacher Light. I'm Junkies Morris. I'm here driving you through alone tonight. 2 hours strictly to 10 o'clock. I will be here on your platform, Freedom 87.9. And the show is Freedom Hard Talk. Clarence is following. Ambassador Wanton Buchu Morgan Jr. is also following. And Abel D. Freshie is also following. From there, ERWA Junction, Saturday, Zonwe Wondula is following from Atlanta, Georgia. Yes, Zonwe Wondula, I got issue. And we got some unfinished business Saturday, Zonwe Wondula. He's following from Atlanta, Georgia. That's the United States of America. That's my man. We got some unfinished business. Kobo Wido is following from Kakata, Magibi County. Vinicius Junior Bar is watching live from New Crew Town. Fazari Pekin Shelton is also following from Bandersville, Keba. Abraham and Anderson is watching me live. Juajagi Tuwile. Yeah, Juajagi Tuwile is also watching from district number 17. Derek P. Jala is following. Asata M. Miller is also following from Soul Clinic Community. That's Pingsville. Otis Barkley is also there from Bartnersville. Tusafi, J. Isaac Ule is following from Louisiana. Setu B. Jabo following from Kakatown, Kangatown, Johnsonville. Boima Obentu Kairi is also there following from Virginia. That's Hotel Africa. All of you following there. Jeffrey Glasgow, you are there. You following from Peloton, Johnsonville. Stanley Bosso is also following. Agatha Glasgow, she's there following also. And Fofana Ahmed Sekou is watching from Spain via our YouTube channel. And Heron Tito Jr. is following from Upper Caldwell. Duco Palace. Duco Palace is following from West Point. Duco Palace is there from West Point. Hassan Hazate is following. He says, thanks for the hardware, Lovetta, Bumble, Stephen Fala, all watching from Chikizu Factory and So Cleaner, respectively. And all of our many listeners that listen to this platform. This is Freedom FM, and the program is Freedom Hard Talk, here on 87.9. My name is Junkies Morris, and I'm here to bring you these, I would say, surprising and what one will refer to as very intriguing to the hearing of our people, that Liberia, oh God, you people didn't hear, that Liberia has come a long way. We as a country, we need now, without pretense, to put our eyes together to see how we move our country forward. I followed the former Minister of Lands, Mines and Energy. And I think that will be the closing topic of the day, of the night, so to speak. But why, in my reading room, I came across this which I want to give little attention to. A 32-carat diamond that was discovered or mined disappeared without any trace or any clue from authority until, fortunately, or I would say unfortunately, because that was not the place that is supposed to appear after losing. So it was in the trend, in the direction of being smuggled out of Liberia for personal gains, instead of the entire nation benefiting from it as provided for under Article 22 of the Liberian Constitution, that gives the Republic the authority to have eminent domain on mineral resources that are beneath the ground. So, if the government will be launching endless investigations in these kinds of critical matters, then it warrants concern. We are discussing Damo 32 carat. Damn. 32 carat. We are not discussing maybe Johnny Murray cell phone fall down from you and somebody found you. Neither are we discussing Somebody just found Johnny Murray computer. Johnny Murray can't pick it up. We're talking about diamond where supposed to change lives in this country. Diamond are supposed to change infrastructure appearances. Diamond are supposed to provide social services to our people in water, pipe-borne, safe, sanitized, and hygienic environment. That the diamond, after they see it Tewe, in no time it lost, it entered Wia Zoo in the Bama district area, Bapolu County. This diamond, since those involved with public relations and even those involved with giving authoritative information regarding this diamond that is for all of us Liberians, are reneging to speak to this matter in detail under the pretext that investigation is still ongoing. I want them to be reminded that our eyes and ears, minds are in that direction to hear result. Let this not be the case with the late Tony, the late wife of Honorable Samuel Jackson, that up to now, after 3 days, the 3 days that were promised, the 3 days now passed, I think almost more than 2-3 months now, in addition to the time that was promised. SS time. Talking about human being life. The government reneging on speedy, free, fair, and transparent investigations that bring ease to the minds of people and allay the fears of Liberians, so that sense of insecurity and uneasiness becomes dwindled. No, the government is not doing that. The government is playing Koyokaya for Liberian people not to get any information regarding that damo. But I want to say tonight that damo Bene will talk about it until the damo can answer. The investigation must go on good. That money will not come to us personally or directly, but indirectly we will benefit. No matter what. Whatever the Minister of Landsman said he wanted their own, at least some will lead there to based on a 3 to 4 mile rule. You know? So the government will have to take this seriously. This is a matter of urgency, especially that the former Minister of Lands, Mines and Energy is making some of these grave allegations, which we will end with. In passing, courtesy to DN News, I just want to bring this to the attention of the public, because we are here every day crying, wasting our breath, wasting our energy, and placing everything in this, including resources, and still the government is not showing any level of change. The government is not interested in making sure that Liberians feel inclusive of the governance architecture of our country, which allow stability, peace, security, and social justice. The government is still reneging. So this is a credit to D News. Opposition now. Katumu Bwaka era opposition lacks robustness and fails to mobilize public debate on presidential visa and legislative controversies. Opposition ineffectiveness under Unity Party says leaders are watching instead of challenging government policies. The reason I decided to capture few lines from this because these are the arguments Austin and I have puffered here over and over, that the government will not listen when you have opposition leaders acting like they are receiving kickbacks or they are receiving undercover compensation from the government as accomplices to economic crimes against the Liberian people. These are the debates we've puffered, that as an opposition, you are government in waiting. No matter how big your political party headquarters is, no matter how wealthy your political party is, every political party that is duly, legally, and officially recognized, registered, and certificated by the National Elections Commission under our elections laws, you are a prospective or potential government in waiting. So what do? You keep the sitting government that is the equivalent feet to the fire under those democratic norms and tendencies. Not going to the bushes to bring guns. Not causing man cause like others will always want to do. But engaging the real issues that speak to the normatics, the bread and butter issues of our people, that our people are paying additional 3% on the initial 10% GST goods and service tax. This is a situation that directly affects our people. These opposition leaders supposed to speak out. Are they afraid? And mind you, if they are afraid, then it means that most of them, with all due respect, don't have the basic characteristics in leading us as a people. Because if you are a coward, you betray and you become incompetent. Because you are always insecure, you act like you brave. You can take it heads on. But you are pretending. You are a snitch. You are a coward. You betray. So to betray the interests of the Liberian people is what we are seeing in broad daylight being exhibited by politicians who are opposition leaders in our country. With the exception of the CDC and at least sometimes the CMC that are trying to put the government feet to the fire. Unlike these two political parties, all the other political parties are tight-lipped, they are taciturn, they are speechless, and they are afraid. They have vindicated Mr. Bwaka's statement that Liberians, in his words, are people like when you passing and you see dogs, in his words, making noise behind you, or you say you want chunk other than you don't go to the place you go. So we're making noise behind him with the dogs, and he won't be chunking around other us because he won't go to the place where he's going to make sure that his $10 million plus mansion is completed in 4 years and other SSs are completed before he leaves the presidency. So Mr. Bwaka is not somebody that got time. So if opposition leaders will sit back, sit idly, and just allow Mr. Bouaka to continue to proceed the way he's proceeding, do you know what that means? It means Mr. Bouaka have been given a carte blanche, a blank check by all of our opposition leaders, or almost all of our opposition leaders, since they have gone into cowardice. If they have not succumbed into cowardice, let them speak out. Let their voices be heard. Let us hear our politicians, our political leaders, those who intend to lead this country. We need to start hearing their voices. The too many excesses are unbearable. They are recipe for chaos. The too many excesses, the blatant violations of almost all of our laws, and the breaking down and undermining of almost all of our institutions, to include all of those institutions that are by law directly affected by the public actions. Those institutions where the public have freedom, where the public or Liberians are considered to be participants of the governance structure of our country. They've been weaponized by Mr. Bouaka. They've been politicized. They've been turned into unity party machineries. Those institutions that are constitutionally structured so as to give all Liberians the level playing field. Mr. Bouaka and his Vice President Jeremiah Kun have weaponized all of those institutions, and Liberians don't have anywhere to go for redress unless election. So what do, political leaders, politicians? The president knows that Liberians will have to wait patiently because they are civilized people. They've been civilized and they will always be civilized, and they will allow with patience, with endurance, the democratic time Mr. Bouaka was elected for to lead this country. They will wait. They are waiting along the way. The only check and balance or checks and balances that can be provided so Mr. Bouaka does not continue with his excesses in making Liberians constantly going to bed with hunger, landlord and tenants having huge confusion. Other person, your boss, their friend here, the other person going to court, other person going to hospital, just because the man he want to pay the rent, or the lady now he want to pay her rent. At the end of the day, 14 open because of rent. The person pay the her. You get the person rent. Instead of you in a moderate form talking to the person, then you start to bring issue and other things. So that's why I keep saying, everywhere there is hardship, you have conflict, criminality, which is crime, and chaos. So that's what's happening. The person get it, but you don't talk to them good, but you're not talking to them good, you actually let to say, you get money, now the person responsibility. You go look for where you can see where, now the person responsibility. The person get a horse to make money out of it. These are the kind of things we are experiencing on a daily basis. Can man jump from a taxi? The man leave a whole plastic full of money in a taxi. He running behind one passenger that did not complete his transportation fare of maybe $250 or $300, which is almost from here to Duboro or from here to Raleigh, $350, $400. And since it ought to be $400 from here to Raleigh, the lady gives $390. That $10 Benedict can jump from a taxi to go for it. These are the daily nomadics. These are the daily nomadics, Mr. Boakai. The anger is building up. It's being provoked. Don't be fooled. It is not, no one around the president should be fooled. It is now all of the silence that will be considered as consent or agreement. Particularly where we are under this democratic dispensation. There are 6 years before the people exercise their rights. So you, the politicians that are leaders for them in their various political parties as stand-up bearers and political leaders, what are you saying to all of these things that are happening? Why have you not questioned the 10 million plus home that is being built in Lofa County? Why? Why have you not questioned the disbandment and the breaking down, the burning of the democratic foundation of our country, which is the Capitol building that houses the legislature? Why are you not speaking, political leaders? The legislature is being weaponized to the extent that Article 44 that gives the legislature the power to place quasi-contempt charges on people based on their quasi-judicial authority. They violating it, inviting private citizens who are under the table mountain declaration and the Kamara Abdullah Kamara law are entitled to their freedom of expression with the Constitution, Article 15, cementing that particular portion of our lives. The political leaders are sitting and just waiting campaign time to buy back already. Then they bring in Sunni one. Oh, how the political leader look? All right. Okay, my old man, you know what? I bring 200 bags of red for you. The old man will eat 200 bags of red in 2 weeks, 3 weeks time in their various homes. From there, they can see you again to bring that bag of red. So, why are you with Jebby giving the old man them fish, the papi them fish, the young people fish? Eh? The water, yeah. You carry the old man and the papi then because they still get energy, that they see energy they can use to go vote for you. students, ordinary students who are just fighting for their rights. When the parents get job, their parents will be able to pay their school fees, since the government decided to erase and do away with the free school fees. Let's say the free tuition scheme that was introduced by the former regime. If they can get justice, one Cyrus Benedict will not come from Switzerland or Liechtenstein or somewhere in Cambodia to come back here after 60 years to want to claim land through fraudulent means and other diabolical arcade documentation in the name of reclaiming land without understanding the reformation of our land policy that have taken place in the interval since after the war. Our political leaders are not speaking. For me, I don't want to say they are not robust. For me, I want to say, with all due respect, they are weak and somewhat maybe scary. And cowardice is the worst thing our political leaders will do to us. Because cowardice, scariness, it goes with two other brothers: betrayal and incompetence. That's the metrics. When you scary, you'll betray. Because us and myself, we agree, say, okay, today we're going to the PEL. The PEL got to give us extra broadcasting permit, so to speak, now, just for the record. Then us and myself will go already decide here at the office. Us and Johnny Boy going for. The man are going to PEL, we get extensive broadcast platform on our way because of fear. Then Austin move from behind me, or I move from behind Austin. How do you call that? In a betrayal. So at the end of the day, what we intended doing, we will not accomplish it in our incompetence. So please, our political leaders, you all got to talk. You know, it is good that you people are around. But you all got to talk. You all got to talk, because when you talk, it will be good. Then all of us will know, say, our political leader are around. At least with it, generally we can feel safe and secure. Because when the president won't do the other one, when you think that political party XZ disagree with anything the president wanted to do. Because of that, when the tension had the president, out of expediency, he will back down. Even though he got a presidential authority, but he will back down because the people that were thought that the people that were waiting for his position. And soon he made small mistake, they will take it quick. So he will not make fun when they talk. Now the reason why I want to talk. We say you're more fue. We say you're more be at each other throats. We say more be ready to say that we're fighting here. We want for what thing. We should get prepped up until the president through the legislature declares war against Guinea. Then we can go to fight for our land. But right now we're fighting. We are brothers. We from the same place. We are intertwined, related. Our relationship is just entangled. You see the other men get Congo background, so we can say in Librarian and Congo background, the American Librarian. Mind you, don't even make fun. It's possible that man, He even know grow more than you. It's possible that man, why you say you more labyrinth because you see in Kosu, even the man know give you bad way. So that's how we are. That's how far we've come. That's how we are related. That's how we are family. That's how we need to live together. So our politicians will have to speak to instill some level of fear in the government that is randomly making decisions without considering the adverse response or results that might possibly hurt many people. When a doctor makes mistake, that mistake kills one person. But when a politician, particularly the president of the country, makes a mistake, thousands of citizens die. Thousands of Liberians will die. And that's why you see happening. People dying of curable diseases. People dying of hunger. People dying of hunger. Gary, some people can't get it. Gary, that a dry one. They can't get it. Not talking about being able to afford rent. Being able to afford rental fees. Just the last week, our 2 mothers died under that long arcade time, the time where all savages still were miskin, that time where people were dying of these kinds of common thing, infant maternal mortality, children and mothers dying at birth, right in front of the hospital, government hospital, where the president using almost $2 million vehicles, where he can just be in one, he can be in all 2 at the same time. Only one he can be in. The other one is just put it there that security tendency, now you know to confuse who be targeter. But even if you want meeting a 2, send a 2 now, you can bring the thing down, preso. You know, you are our president, you need to be above the waters. We agree. You have to uphold the morale, prestige, and dignity of the office. And we ourselves will have to rally around you to protect the sovereign of the office of president, because that is our pride. But Mr. President, see what is happening. Our mothers right in front of redemption. Under your watch, Mr. President, they died in cold blood because no bed for them to be accommodated to safely deliver the future. People who could be like you or even more than you. They died on arrival. Why? Their mothers died in excruciating pain. And I know you know very well, Mr. President, what that means. Talking reconciliation, Mr. President, and our political leaders who don't want to talk is just silent. This one is just to remind us that we are one people. This country is a small place. There's no need we go after one another. There's no need we witch hunt our brothers and sisters just because we are having power and we are peddling influence because of that power. We should not do that to one another. We are brothers and sisters. We are one people. Let us reconcile this country. Because when we reconcile Liberia and Liberia moves forward, Liberia leaps, it means Junkies Morris will automatically leap. It means Austin Kawa will automatically leap. But if Liberia remains like this, it will not be in the interest of the younger generation. Mr. President, You gone. You gone, Mr. President. Even me. That just E2 schools. I feel that enjoying Labrador, my time already passed. So I only 14 now for the unborn generation. Our time passed. So what can we do? This is a stage that we all came to perform. We perform and leave. There were people on the stage before. There was Joseph Jenkins Robert. There was Stephen Allen Benson. There was Daniel Bashel Warner. And you can name them coming down. They all have disappeared the stage. And the only thing they have left behind, Mr. President, it will amaze you to note that the legacy is the only thing that is left behind. If you had good manners in your proceeding administratively as a leader, that good legacy resonates in history. It lives forever. It becomes undisputable. It becomes a flying color. Why? You are a dead person for more than 100 years, 3,000 years. Your legacy just live on. Like the legacy of Muhammad ibn Abdullah, peace and blessing be upon him, a poor, wretched boy who came from a poor background on the Arabian Peninsula that could not easily grow any fruit. And today, that entire peninsula have been transformed from paganism, idol worship, debauchery, drunkenness, gambling, corruption, to sobriety and piety. Unity, love, respect. Let us bring those good manners back to Liberia. Let us bring those good manners back to our daily lives, in our schools, in our churches. That's why I even included this song to our theme song, Me, Myself, and I. It has very sensitive lyrics that covers the entire structure of the society, every facet. You steal into your hall, you put him more on the president. No one to trust. We fighting war, but everybody knocking. For what? Why we should be doing that? Where are we rushing? I think if we want to rush, then let's speed up with our development. Let's speed up with our reconciliation and unity. Let's speed up with prosperity, having good thinking, having positive mindset for one another. If Austin grows, Junkies Morris should be excited. Should not pretend that Austin is thriving. Austin is not responsible for the thing what God saw to give you. God gave you time, work for your part of time. Now because your time reach, they start frowning face on the man, will not do nothing to you because he's successful. This is the kind of crab mentality we continue to live in a vicious cycle with consistently, and we think that we are going somewhere. I can say to every one of our political leaders, our followers out there, all Liberians, to include the government, the churches, the mosques, the synagogues, everywhere, the temple, we can't go anywhere with these verses still blatant and pervasive amongst us as Liberians. We call ourselves, my brother. You call your man on the phone, brother, what's up? Brother, brother, you can betray your brother. You can sell your brother land to a foreign country. You're able to do that? Can you do that to your brother? Can you see your brother because of political differences, entitlement, is not particular to a group of people or a sect or a religion or maybe a particular tribe or a particular political party or certain color or certain height of people or your structure, maybe your beauty or ugliness. No, it is an inalienable right of all Liberians to have a part of this cake that Liberia has. The 1.7 trillion that will come into. But let me remind you of how our country is small and we need to be fighting. The politics thing will only and fighting thing. The last time I saw my man in my FI around Central Bank, but it's possible to maybe the man feel that you are coming from Central Bank, maybe the lay pekuno, it was going to be dwindled where his speed will be good. So when I use something, I say, but my father, man, you're making me fire you on the air, what be your answer? So these are the kind of situation we try to alleviate from the society. Let us not do these things. Especially we young people. That's not how our father then used to do the politics thing. To be fighting, be acting ready to say that war. No. After political time, everybody, we critique one another, we intellectually exchange. That's what Palava Hall are for. There can be no Palava Hall that will have just one saying that only one person, everybody, the thing what that person say that everybody just going back. No, then there's no exchange there. There's no education going on there. There has to be exchange. So intellectually we exchange, but the crux of the matter should be the issues. The issues. So what they show to you? The Liberty Party where Musa Bility, the political leader of CMC, were in court. He go visit them as his old political party since he cross-carpeted and formed a new political party and go visit him and you say, oh, don't I stay around? We can still do business together. But yeah, we all are the same. We all are brothers. Right after the politics, we meet in churches. We meet in mosques. We meet at attire centers, at palaver huts, town hall meetings, legislative caucus discussion. General Assembly, Joint Chamber Assembly, Plenary Assembly, leadership, committee room. You know, so no need for fight. Mr. Bwakatu will need to dwindle the too much individualistic targeting, too much persecution of individuals who are considered opposition to his government. I think the president will have to take the lead in making sure that that aspect is reduced and the country have a sense of reconciliation, from whence we start making that mark, at least to build on the foundation that have already been set by previous leaders who were already placing Liberia in the direction of being totally reconciled without tribalism. Unlike Mr. Boakai, that is blatantly showing to the entire world that he's a tribalist, because most of what is going on had been investigated extensively by some of us, and we have detailed that Mr. Boakai is a tribalist with all due respect as he occupies the office of president, but he's a tribalist for doing what he's doing and placing tribal line before nationalism and patriotism. These are not actions that should be expected from a sitting president. A sitting president should be there to provide a balancing for the society, for the country. A sitting president should always be there to provide for neutrality, balancing, and twin model rule. The people who elect, you hold them. The people who not elect, you hold them. Everybody must get a part of space around you, Mr. President. Mr. President, you can't divide this country, then you think you will make progress. Then you think you will, your government will be successful. or in the community. We regular people now in the community areas and other places. You know, man, that your party pour anything, won't hear nothing from you. So these things will have to stop. And the president got to drop that vindictive posture, and the tribalist mindset and administrative misproceedings. Because this led to the president putting this man down. Honorable Woman P. And this is how I transition to our last talking point for tonight. You see, Honorable Women P. Honorable Women P. alleged that Liberia has $1.7 trillion of mineral resources under the ground. I repeat, Women P. The member of Minister of Land, Mines, Energy, immediately Mr. Bwaka took office. A new Women P. Ahoya ni gu. Women P say the government has honor its authority and creating a corporatocratic regime. Bwakana go 3 years here. The regime is being controlled by corporate organizations, corporate institutions, corporate individuals, to the extent the country now is rendered a corporatocracy police state or a corporatocratic police state under Joe Boakai, using Gregory Cuomo over the police. People are brutalized for their rights. We got all the mineral resources under the ground. People are extracting them without our knowledge, without comprehensive internationally accepted standards in how our resources are extracted. And somebody tells me that Mr. Wimonpe was in the system, so that now he's talking. I say to them, better late than never. That Mr. Wimonpe will even be making us to know that Diamond appearing in the place, because that's why our eyes and ears are all to Bapolu, all in Maryland, Grand Cru, Sino, Grand Gida, and all those places that we get our take Diamond go, and all of good mineral resources. Because a lot of people, they doing too much koyokaya thing with our mineral resources. We won't understand nothing. So the man was coerced, and his conscience was not clear. His conscience was beating him, even though he served as chairman of United Party and Secretary General of United Party, and as the former Minister of Lands, Mines and Energy. He know he's an insider. He know the plan they came way to power. He led the party before to steal the Liberian people money through smuggling the country resources that allegedly caused Liberia to lose our land, because verily is where we headed, because there's no clue from the president we depend on to protect the sovereign dignity and integrity of our country. Almost like the president was being interviewed on France 24, the president discussing, let us see, Mamadi Doumbouya that he bought, you know, that thing was happening, anything that his own boy can take it, no problem. He gets surplus. He using plenty. So that one boy can take it, said an issue. That is the same mineral resources we're discussing. On a Boakai. What are our political leaders saying? What are you saying from the churches? The church leaders. Look, the church is a balancing for the society. The church is a balancing for the society. The church should not take sides. The bishops should not be bold members. Do you know why it does? It subdues their nerves. It subdues their integrity. It subdues their independence. Guess what? He who controls the belly controls the mind. You want to tell me the bishop is a bold member at LPRC, getting a lucrative board setting fee of up to 5, 6, 7,000 USD just to go sit down one time, and you expect the board director, who is a bishop of one of these churches, to speak? The last time you saw one man who decided, even though he works in the office of the president, decided to speak out on things he saw going out, transactions he saw going on from the office of the president, and he was succumbed. He was tormented and intimidated to buckle and capitulate. And what he did, he fell flat on his belly. No man speaking. All the bishops are quiet. They are tight-lipped. The bishops, the The imams, they are not talking anything. That was mineral resources, $1 trillion. That is people playing with. When we're talking about management issue, we're talking about management issue. You people not even able to question common $10 million. They're not 1.7. I'm saying common because the $10 million is lesser than the 1.7 trillion. But the $10 million that are heavy money for all year. We Liberians. That money, the president could divert that money into programs that could directly benefit Liberians, that could directly transform the lives of our people, that could even directly positively affect the lay children are setting in the streets between the vehicles. A safe home could be provided for them, where pedophiles will not take advantage of them. People who molest small children. Our kids are damaging by the day because they go sell $300 peanuts. And one Samson wants to buy all that $300 peanuts, and she feels excited, and he thinks he has a will to do whatever he wants to do. These are the kind of things we are experiencing on a daily basis as a people. I'm saying we. And the president still continues to proceed that way to the extent that a former confidant will come out to start giving us all of these revelations. I thought the president said he was transparent. I thought the president said he would have managed the country's resources to the extent of all citizens' benefit. What's going on? What has changed? Mr. Bwaka, what's going on? The churches, nobody talking. Oh, you're scary. Ibrahim Traore from Burkina Faso said, and this is why I will leave with you as I take my course tonight. We should do away with cowardice, the young people. If the politicians are in bed with the ruling establishment, if the political leaders are regime collaborating, if the political leaders don't have the spine to stand up and speak for you, the people, and they think they're waiting for good time, the time where they see the space empty now for them to go to the presidency, they just want, you just find a woman, you pay her for them, you pull then the woman inside, you pull mattress there, you pull everything there, then they can't take it. That how the politicians are acting, that how most of the political leaders acting, they don't want to speak. Ibrahim Traore said to you young people, if these people have succumbed into cowardice, don't be cowards, so you don't betray your brothers in a struggle for freedom, and that will make you competent enough to leave good legacy for the unborn generation and to allow our country to prosper and develop. When more pay come out, other Liberians can do same. Mothers dying right before the hospital, government referral hospital. Ebola almost hitting the country, even though they're managing the information. But it's clear that we need to start the sanitization process, and we need to start robust and aggressive hygiene campaign all across the country so that all of us can be safe and Liberia can be a healthy nation. Call me on those numbers 0776 104 104, 086 500 104, and our diaspora callers can call me on +231 86 104 500 104 +231 86 500 104. Yeah, this caller, your name and you join me from where?
Yeah, my name is David Marshall, calling from Baptist here.
Go ahead.
You know, every time we have
Hello? Hello? Okay, we'll leave that caller. That caller is sleeping on us. Let me quickly go to this line 2. Hello?
Hello.
Your name and where are you joining me from?
My name is Victor P. Tabo, Commodore New Sergeant Plea. I do join you from Battery 5 to the BP side. That we done.
Go ahead.
Thank you, brother, for having me, and thank you for the topic on our discussion. You have said it all. You know, Uncle Joe came to power. Those that elected him, they expected him to do more, but he is not doing what they expected him to do. And one thing I want Uncle Joe to know, Liberia is not his personal property. Liberia is owned by everyone. All this country is the country that we all have, that we can never and ever be deported from. But one thing he lacked up because he had some wicked advisors around him. They are not telling him what to do. So they feel the way we lead the Liberian people is the rightful way. And I want to say this to Uncle Joe that this year in the political scene is just a single day, Uncle Joe. Mr. President, you need to wait for the Liberian people. You need to deliver. Do not mind the noise in the market, although you cause them a puppy dog that causes noise. But they are actually looking at you with eagle eye, and they want you to deliver because you told them you're going to attack a bread and butter issue. And up to now, they are looking up to you. They are not seeing anything happening. And so your men out there continue to corrupt and steal and do all kinds of stuff. And Uncle Joe, according upon you, you need to stand firm and make sure that Liberia be delivered from the hands of the wicked ones and give the people the bread and butter that you told them you're going to give them. Thank you guys, this video. May God bless Mama Liberia and save our state, and you guys have a good God and welcome day.
Thank you. That was a caller there. This caller on line 3. Hello.
Yeah, good evening, brother.
Yeah, go ahead quickly.
Yeah, first of all, I want to appreciate you in the studio there tonight. But if we live with our Marco S. William alone, that will leave Boaka. From here to 2029 is not far. Then you continue playing football. The men that play football, not men that ball. So let us just forget already.
Why should we got our differences when we are addressing the office of president? Let's be decorous.
Yes, of course.
Okay, so I will leave you there and go to line 1 to take this call. The general, how are you?
Thank you. The Republic, I'm calling for Clarita.
Go ahead.
I saw thank you for the show. No, all the good things we are doing, people will not understand because they are witchcraft and wizard. Nothing they will not understand. No, this country must be on the path what they to us that they're going to do for us, but not on the path. So everything that you see in the country to see like the preacher man said, the man of God said, the calamity, they are taking all the country. Calamity, no job, calamity, taking people, calamity, food. No food in the country, we are suffering. And I taking our gold, we go to the feet on you. And I say they go taking our land. Nobody can tell what's going on. We can't hear nothing from them. Calamity number 2, they go kill the other men to want to play them around. You getting the news, my brother?
Mm-hmm.
You getting the news? They work out government and men that are bringing machine and using the country, they who kill the men. Yeah. They want to take our mind for one brief and put pass away.
You say the men are bringing a machine?
The men are brought it. They say, yeah, man, I know, custom breaker. What kind of breaker? They say your man who kill the man. You hear me?
Oh, how many?
The man gets you ready to go. You know.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm breaking my child. You know, you're sleeping. You are generally sleeping. Or in the news that the men are brought it. They want to ask God because they want to sort of penalty to pay the men into the country. They say breaking the men down. They say that food. So they are what's going on? Where's authority? in the sponsor, they don't want to know. And so, I don't bombing the water. It's not easy. People doing contaminated water. The water is polluted. There's no safety to our people.
But Masisi, yeah, Masisi, the one I want to understand from you particularly.
Yeah.
So what's going on with all these political parties, LPDP, LRP, LAP, LRP then? What's going on with all these political parties? Our people drinking contaminated water in Bomi County.
Yeah,
what's going on with all these political parties when people who say they were bringing machine using government money and people dying with our resort?
So let me say this to you, Junkie, and people listening to us. I tell you, you are a journalist. I'm telling you in my own confidence. I'm telling you who will come out tomorrow. So I say when you actually function on the boss, when the people come out.
Wow, the general. Oh, we lost the general. We lost the general, and we get the general back on the line. I think she slipped. Yeah, this caller back on line one. Hello.
Hello.
Go ahead. Your name and you joining me from where?
Yeah, I'm Abraham from online here. I'm calling from the Papa. So when I say what you were saying, the poor collection system is a period difficult number. Whatsoever it means to social media.
Sure.
Those people don't what they agree. And then leaders are getting power. You don't think about the people. You think they're big men, but they're not bigger than God. Of everything that you do in this life, the moment God takes away his life, away from the mother body, you got a question to answer, whether you believe it or not. So you may reach your children, but at the end of the day, the children, they will become thirsty, they will not shine in life. They will score the former president's children that the people will not believe it. And now it is happening.
But we can see some former president children, they're looking lame.
We can see someone else, we can believe it, we can just visit people laugh, dying to her. But I think that happening in the past. So what it's doing is left with them. When you do good, you do it for yourself, you do bad, you do it for yourself. So we'll continue praying that God will give for the rightful leader. And our rightful leader, God will send them. So it's not the one who trust, but the one who God himself trust. God, those people will put them there. They will come and visit there and assemble there and then they turn their back on us. So the people that they are serious, the United Party government sent taking the power, is when blessing this country and it's still blessing this country. We'll talk it and the CCO, we want to do separation, we love the other person, we love it. They say when the fellows is listening, we give you a flower. We are doing this country in this world. Taylor things in this world, but the world, the passport, Taylor everything. Land, rescue, call ourselves rescue. Lana, they the one who is to call Ecomotar, they do not have easy for you, but with rescue, that do not rescue, they can provide. So what they call ourselves rescue for? A lot of government and crime power. The Georgia, the tyranny. In fact,
at this on a survey, it will amaze you to know that these days the public bathroom or government authority association, the men won't protest because they are not receiving customers. You see, because the more people eat, the more they will go to the government authority. But people not eating, so they go not receive customers. I see. You make my night. You make my night. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Dad. We will leave it there and go to our diaspora line to take this call. Hello. Okay. Diaspora line is sleeping on, so no time. Hello. Go ahead.
I thought it was your community. This thing is happening in Ghana. So what all the pastors, what all the medical doctors, what all the religious leaders, the traditional people that were carrying the politics, every sector of
Am I digging going Babulu? They get him go.
Oh, can't hear him, bro. Yeah, the one for gentlemen. That's it. Thank you.
Okay. Well, I will leave you there and go back to line 2 and take this call. Hello? Oh, that call slip. Hello? This caller. How are you? Oh, don't sleep on me. Don't sleep on me. Okay, line 1. Hello? Hello? Oh, what's happening to the lines? What's happening to the lines? So, the man say, the government the caretaker, they want protest because they can't get customer. How you get customer back already? Easy to get. You know. So the young men that just left the line, they may say what's unfolding. Yeah. To the extent that the book that depending on the thing too, they can't get any nutrient because nutrition got to trickle down from nutrition got to trickle down from you to go to the Bugatti. Yeah, this caller.
Hello?
Yeah, your name and where are you joining me from? Freedom Hard Talk.
Just joining from Grand Kima County, President, Skywada District.
Okay, now you're there with a contaminated water issue. No politician want to talk, no pastor want to talk, no imam want to talk. Everybody's silent. What's going on? Have your say tonight.
You know, they want elected that may have a member of consideration. I need to use a program. I use them 1 year, but what to do a human being? But the problem there, we have to keep our finger crossed until 2029. You know, I want a weapon with him. Our president for the go back. So thank you.
So thank you, Dad. Thank you, Dad. That was man, I forgot it. But he called from Cape Mount. He called from Cape Mount, a regular listener to this show. He called from Cape Mount. Oh, so that's the situation. You see how the whole thing looking there. If Junkies Morris get money to go pay for a father UFO, he go father UFO. Will Junkie Morris go use a terrain where the Bukane available, like the young man said? The Bukane will get nutrients that will trickle down from Junkie Morris, and the Bukane will be fat. Well, it's not easy. So when the food says soup can be on cross our direct and all in an interplay. It's not easy. You see, it's not easy. The man will say that by the government told the whole day and get me fat. Why? Because people are not eating. People got to eat before they go to the government toilet. You see? You see the economic cycle? You see the economic cycle? The business people go for the goods on the international stage. They bring it, they sell it to household, they pay taxes to government household too. Who are buying from them, pay taxes to government household, also pay taxes to government. Financial institution there regulating the financial umbrella of the process. And you the household, as you purchasing, you had the Bukane to feeding you. Anytime you send something, the Bukane can answer. It's so safe by in Jamaica. So it's serious. If people who used to be running to a particular government toilet, I'm giving this least example to claim the attention of our leaders. Now them is a Bakao. The lawmaker too, who allowing themselves to be arm twisted and do the president's bidding under the de facto regime speaker who is illegitimately seated there and presiding. You will make the country tight like this. The country already hard. Then lawmakers are going to get a signing resolution. You go make law for GST to be increased. The thing will affect the people instead of you decreasing it. You wait for election time. Then you'll be acting that you're making publicity with something now 0.5% or 1.5% decrease on GST, acting that you're in the interest of the people. While you're suffering the people to get plenty of money, to be able to go back to them, splash it in the name of campaign, then they bring you back to power to suffer them more. Why y'all be doing it? That's the reason why most of you leave power with nothing. Some of the men are jet. Some of the men die on the dumper. Yeah. Because of wickedness. Some of the men that are in government position that help the people money to their chest. Some of them die. They die just kick door to the extent that nobody to even bury some of them. Because they just squandered the money and lavish it in opulence, gambling, and all those subversive activities that are debauchery. Nothing you can get from them. Nothing. They come, they screw the people, they use the people. At the end of the day, they are left with nothing, because nothing for nothing is nothing for nothing. The people give you power to serve them. All you do is to follow your pocket. You get a tongue. Whether they're able to afford, they're able to afford, I want your business. You get anything to do with it. You sit there, you call yourself a leader. You're lucky. We stay nurturing our fragile peace. So sometimes we just have to calm down to ease the tension and sway our people, because they believe in us. They believe in us. That's why they listen to us. They follow us. They follow as we lead, because they know that our hearts for this country is pure. Is to see change that will affect their lives positively. So we will not call them to vandalize this place, to chakla the whole country, to add to the situation like what happened in the Bible when King Solomon used his wisdom on the baby. And we can't be there. Other people who say the baby must not live. For us, for me, Junkies Morris, I say the baby will live. John Domba, you there listening? Henry the Shield, John Domba, all of you following the platform, Robert Cooper, all of you following the platform. Thanks for following. And this is how I want to say bye-bye to you for the night. And I'll be here on tomorrow, hopefully, alongside Austin Kawa. So tomorrow, they'll be following.
We need unity, equal rights and justice in Africa. We need peace. Yeah, we need peace.
They'll be following tomorrow.
We need unity.
It promises to be blasting,
justice in Africa,
and analytical.
Not don't get rocky, high show clear high and love to your fellow man.
That's all I'm requesting on this platform.
They can be you. Now the African mentality, they can be you. They can be me. Now they can be on every day. Can be us. They can be you. And I so say, listen, every day I see plenty people suffering. Then I see the small.
You Simeon Zo Jr., Jordan Sekou V. Dole, Emmanuel Bro, who is there in Minneapolis, that's Minnesota. Alex N. Willie, he's following from Grand County. Precious Yala there in the Bannersville area. Precious Yala, you are following.
The only way that you can make it to you, you know, you're my good and you face me, I face you.
Happy belated birthday to you, Lucinda Bender.
The African mentality. The horses, the bosses. People crying for now, we get way. People crying, talking sedity, and you're let's stop it. All the people on the side talking, no way, we like it. Talk about wet boy, hey, show.
Be myself at night.
And Lilu to be discussed on this platform soon. Lilu, that's the Liberia National Loading and Offloading Union, an institution that is very vital to taking the young people from the street, taking them from the bar habit, the smoking of drug all around Monrovia town, trying to clear them from the streets through these persuasive means and methods. That's why Lilu was founded. But individuals from that institution that is doing well for the young people will appear on this platform soon via our link, since we operate in the night, to give us some detail as to happenings, because I'm told they should be going for election soon. That's the Liberia National Loading and Offloading Union, Lilu. So we will be discussing that when it comes about, because it's about the young people and it's about making their lives better.
Check every ministry, yeah. For work on everybody wanting what I say. Nobody won't have nobody. Everybody waiting for us here, yeah.
So I want to say bye-bye from my end. My name is Junkies Morris. I see you when I see you on tomorrow. Same time, same station. Freedom Hard Talk here on Freedom FM 87.9. Good night. Junkies Morris.
Check every ministry, yeah. For work to get salary, yeah.